Since he changes to 4 things, shouldn't he be named Quadruple Agent Alpha? Hi everyone, this is Triple T, and today I'm taking a look at Fans Hobby's MB-19A Double Agent Alpha. This is their take on Doubledealer. And before we get into the bot itself, we're going to take a look at the packaging. And it looks really, really cool with this little illustrations here. Here you have all his 4 modes. Nice looking. Actual size, yeah. You have Double Agent on every side, and here you can just follow along and transform him. I don't know. And their little product shop. He comes with a little stand for bird mode that you can actually hook onto fixed stands. I don't have them, so I will just put them to the side. He comes with a sticker sheet here that you can apply if you want a more toy accurate look. This is really nice. I'm not going to use them, but still a nice addition. And of course, he comes with this little instructional booklet. And as usual, this is very well done. I mean, it's Fans Hobby, so what do you expect? It's great. Yeah. He comes with an alternate head. If you don't like the blue head, you can have this red-eyed monster of a face instead. And of course, it comes with his 2 little power masters or power pilots or whatever you want to call them. You have Knock and you have Scar. So when he turns good, he and Knock combines, and when he turns evil, Scar and him combines. And look at the detailing here. It's so out of this world, so good. You have a lot of articulation as well. You can't bend the elbow. The legs are on very stiff ratchets. Both, you can go wherever you want. Only thing with these are that the silvery piece here tends to jump off when you engage the ab crunch on the robot, which we'll see later on. But to get these transformed, you just push this little hand into his thigh and tap that in, and do the same thing on the other side. And now he will never be a robot again. Let's take a look at Scar as well. He's a bit different. You can angle these how you want. This is the first time he actually gets a robot mode, which I like. You can get him into bat mode by going into power engine mode. Let's see if I'm able. Fold the legs up as per usual. Into the thighs, into the thighs. And then we fold out the wings. And here is a little rat-batty thing that can glide through the air. But when you attach him as an engine, you have to use these double hinges to fold the wings down like that. And now he will never be a robot again. Yep. Now we've come to the pièce de résistance, and it is really nice. And for all of you who saw my ranking third-party Transformers video, I had an epiphany where I actually remembered having this as a kid, and the memories are flooding back. I thought actually that that bot was bigger, so I had to go back and check, and trust me, he wasn't. I don't have him, but I saw a comparison online, and this is way bigger and way nicer. But let's get close and look at everything here. You have some nice red detailing, some tempographs painted on. You have a little cabin section that you can open up, and you can sit a figure there. You can see all the dials and diodes and stuff like that. And it's really nicely done. I like these little red tires and whatnot. I know there's a special word for that, but I'm not a car guy. And this is the back side of him. You can see the bird face in there, but you don't really know it's a bird face. So this is him from above, and this is him from beneath. And yeah, you can see some of the evil crotch plates here. You can remove this if you want to, or you can just separate it and have half on and so forth, depending on what your preferences are. I'm going to take it away just for ease of use. Oh, I have to transform him again to robot mode, okay. Because he can actually sit in here. You have to undo some transformations here. You have to cross his legs, I think. Because it is a tight fit, as you can see. But when you've got him in there, he can sit there if he wants to. And I should have pulled his arms up before, I think. But as you can see, he can sit there driving this little thing-a-majig. He can sit there too, but it will be very awkward and strange, even more so than me getting this into place, I can tell you. Fold that back and fold this down. Let's get this back as well. And it rolls beautifully. All the wheels doesn't touch my surface here, but it rolls very well. And it feels really sturdy, nothing like flopping about, except maybe this huge rocket. But otherwise it feels sturdy and very well put together. And for comparison, I'm gonna bring in MPP-10. And you can see that MPP-10 is a bit too big for this to actually look that amazing, I think. But it works. It works. I mean, this guy wouldn't be able to sit in there. Or maybe he would. Nah, wouldn't look good. Wah, wah. Now, this is his alt mode, and he has another alt mode. So let's transform him to that, shall we? First, we remove this, because we don't need this right now. And I'm going to talk about this later on. Okay. You start by folding out these pieces, like that. You fold these out to the sides. Bend that up, fold this out, and you have a little tab there that's gonna go in there. And be mindful, because this is a very small hinge, so you need that tabbed in for stability, so you don't break stuff. And you also need to fold this piece down, and this piece rotates down like that. You come to the middle section and you angle it a bit back, because you need to get these untabbed. You take these out and you push these out on this little black peg, like so. That just frees everything up. And you have a very small hinge here as well, so be careful here. Be very, very careful. Fold that out. Fold this in and over, so it tabs into the gigantic hole here. Fold this over and tab that in, and this will be the foot for later. Then you grab his legs and you separate them. You rotate the feet out like that, and you rotate the legs towards each other. And they are going to tab into this little crotch piece section here. And that isn't the easiest thing in the world, because I have forgotten to fold these up, so that would be very bad for the legs if I didn't do that. You tab those together, and that's basically it for the lower body. We just have to fold these out, but oftentimes they don't really stay where they're supposed to. So I usually do them later, but let's just do them in the right order, shall we? You can fold these up if you want to, but that's more for car mode than anything else. Okay, now we come to the tricky part. Let's turn him to the side. Straighten the arms out. these pieces are supposed to be rotated around, so we need to hinge the arms up and these down. So now we come to, oh sorry, they're supposed to be up and about like that. Because these are supposed to be just on top of them. You fold the legs out. Like that. That is how you want things looking. Now we come to the arms here, rotate them down here, and you have these double hinges to work with, so they can actually lie fairly flat here. Come to the little feet, and you push those purpley pieces out, and that will make the heel. You fold this out, this little toe piece out, and there you have one foot. Now you come to the back and you fold the wings backwards. You do have these little pieces and you have to angle them in. I have no idea why this looks the way it does, but it's another feather, and well, not just like that. You take the beak, fold it upwards, and if it isn't already, fold this little black piece down, like so. And now we can attach this to that port. There are actually two ports on this birdie, like that. And now, here we have him in bird mode. And I am not really sure that I'm in love with this bird mode form, but it is very reminiscent of the G1 toy. Yeah. Let's get up close and personal with him. This is his little face. Can move about a bit, but you also have another face there, so this can actually open up. Caca! Or whatever sound a bird makes. Nicely sculpted wings. And this isn't the securest, most secure thing to attach. But the wings do look good in this mode. In alt robot mode, it doesn't look as good, unfortunately. But this, it actually works. You have some detailing on the back, some silver detailing, and a split behind. You can see the little cab section there, poor cab section. And we have the legs, which is simply just the pieces here for the wheels. You can extend them a bit like that, but that's more for robot mode than anything, so that doesn't really help you much. If you want, you can separate this and put, let's get this piece up here. No, it's the other way around. It shouldn't be. Like that. You can put it on his back like that. And you can put this other piece in between the arms here. Let's see if I find these tabs. I never find them. Oh, I found them. So you can, well, he can't stand with this on, but you get the point. And I don't like that. I prefer having the whole thing on his back. Like so. His wings can do some nice posing. Just remember that these two aren't bendable, so don't break them because you need them. You can go up, you can go around, you can make him actually go however you want. So they're quite posable and really stiff, so they stay in place, except for him, because he doesn't stand well in this form. feels like a chicken, I don't know why. Anyway, there you have that. And here is where these little pieces come in. You attach them to the underside of him and put him on the stand. To be able to do a comparison, I have to move the camera a bit, I think. And zoom out, because the only other bird I have that I can compare him with, stand, is Swoop. And my Gigapower Swoop is on the large side of things here. But as you can see, please just behave. As you can see, he is quite large still, even though that Swoop has a bigger wingspan. Otherwise, they look kind of good together. This is the evil form, so they aren't on the same side, so I can see them fighting in the air. Really, really nice bots, these. Two of my favorite brands. Now we have 2 more modes to go to, so let's get on with it, shall we? I'm going to remove this. And I'm going to take this head and I'm going to lay it flat on his back. I'm going to fold out the wings. And these wings are actually going to form a little backpack on him. You fold that down, you fold this in, and you fold that in on itself to form a little strange backpacky thing here. And you fold this forward, this down, and this backwards, and this side goes to the side. When you have done both wings, you untab these side pieces here, and you rotate the legs. You rotate the foot, and you angle all of this out and down. Like that. Close that up. Close this, fold it in. Rotate the foot. And this piece needs to fold in and go like that. Now one leg is done. You fold the talons in on themselves, like that, and then just rotate them in like so. You take the arms and angle them forward, so we get them out of the way. Now we're going to rotate this, and when you do, see to it that you have pulled this out a bit, so it actually leaves some room for the arms. And when you've done that, you fold this back onto that piece. You rotate the arm forward. You open the hand up, close that up, rotate the hand so it looks normal. And that's one side done. Just a forewarning, the backpack will come undone several times and be a bit disformed, but you can just fix that later on. Now we take this chest piece, we angle it down to be able to free up the headspace. You pull this out, you rotate it around, you push that back, and now you have the head sitting right there. What we're supposed to do now is not knock the camera over, but fold these red panels out. And they're going to tab in to these little tabs here, so we have to angle them a bit like that to be able to peg in correctly. I think they actually did. That's really, really nice. And for the final touch, or one of the final touches anyway, we have to attach this little dude here. And now everything is gonna go haywire. Because I usually... it worked. Good. Good. You bring in this, and before we move on, I'm going to tell you about this, because there is a light up feature. I broke mine, so I can't show you that, but there is a light up feature, and not for this piece, the shoulder cannon piece, unfortunately. Well, you don't really need it. But for this, there was a light up feature, but when I pulled this out, this piece just came with it, unfortunately. So there are no light up feature working in there, but you have a battery compartment here. You can just take that out and put some batteries in, because that is supposed to light up, and if you press here, that is supposed to light up as well. Well, I'm just going to take this out, and it's on this little rail system, so you know he's going to hold on to it for dear life. If I can get everything working here. Yes, like that. And there you have him in his robot mode with everything on him. Let's get this out of his hand and this off him so we can get up close and personal. Look at that blue head. Very nicely sculpted. Look at those eyes. Right? They are magnificent. They actually sparkle a bit, I think. Oh, I forgot something. You have to turn this piece around, because what you saw was the evil side, and this is the good side of the chest. So let's continue on. You have very nicely sculpted chest there. Looks a lot like the original toy, the original cartoon, and Netflix's series as well. So I like that. Nicely shapen arms there. The arms look like themselves in both modes. You have the good crotch pieces here. The evil crotch pieces are on the other side. You have some thick thighs. And you have some rubbery wheels. And his little feet. And there is no real hollowness to him. He's very solid and sturdy, and I have difficulty posing these backpacks in a good way. So I hope you manage that way better than me, because everything is so difficult to rotate. Okay. His head, if you can actually get to it, his head can rotate and go up and down. He can look down upon his peers. He can look up on Optimus Prime like that. His arms do a 360. They go out to the sides. If you untransform him, he can have a butterfly joint like that. You have a bicep swivel. You have a double jointed elbow giving you the full range. And you have very nicely articulated fingers. They don't splay out, but still, they are very, very, very posable. And the thumb is on a ball joint and a hinge. Now, he does have an ab crunch, but just a slight one. Just one. Did you even see that? Yeah, anyway. He has a waist rotation. And if we get these little things out of the way, his legs can kick up to there, back to there, and everything is really, really well jointed. And he can actually do the motor master splits. Boom. There are so many joints here. And he can go 90 degrees if you fold this little fillet piece on the back away. And this is what I showed you earlier. You can just fold that away. You're going to fold them up for the next robot mode. And the feet are fairly versatile. They can tilt to both directions. They can go up and down like that. So I am fairly happy with his articulation. I'm going to do comparison with the same bot in both good and evil mode. And since he is originally a triple changer, I will bring in a triple changer. Here is Fans Toys Thomas, or Astro Train, my favorite bot ever, I think. And they do look like they should actually be able to be in the same universe. He's a bit more colorful, but we're going to look at him in evil mode and see if he is as colorful as I hope. Okay, evil mode. We want him in evil mode and we want it now. So what we do is we rotate his waist like that. You rotate his legs and his feet. Fold this inside piece up. Or you can start with that if you want to. There are so many hinges here. And now his lower half is done. I mean, his arms were never going to be anything other than this. But we're going to take this out to enable him to get to evil mode. I mean, he's able anyway, but still, just for funsies. We're going to put this in. And have his little evil stomach there. Stay. Maybe I should have moved him because you need to put the head away. Like that. Turn it around. Push that in. And push this in as well. And then he jumps out again. Now we come to the back. We fold all these wing pieces out. And we rotate them around. And this is quite fiddly, but the result is fairly nice. And you have one wing done. These pieces can be however you want to fold them. Doesn't really matter. But you take the head and you rotate it over. You... Can this please stay on? This is one gripe I have with him because he is not securely tabbed in ever. Even if you are really trying. You tab his head section into this piece. That port goes on that tab. Should at least go on that tab. Like that. You fold this piece up and you fold the beak down. And here you have the evil side of our double agent or double dealer. You can still, if you want to, have this on, like so. And you can push this into his hand, but the instructions tell you to push this in first. And now he has wings. And in this mode, I don't like the wings as much as I did in bird mode, but they get the job done. Now we're gonna look at the differences. I mean, the difference is mainly the head. This is just made silvery from the get-go. And this is just a bird head. The wings have some nice detailing on them. I say nice, but they're kind of brilliant. And now we have a new crotch piece and a little bum piece, and we have to turn this around. I keep forgetting that every time I transform him. This is the evil side of him. You're supposed to put a Decepticon symbol here, I think. And the legs now turn this way, so they look really nice. I like this one. I do like this one to be in the front. I really do. Otherwise, he doesn't have a backpack this time around. But if he is looking to the right or left, he looks like a bird from behind, unfortunately. And again, these can be folded all the way or just let hang like this. It's up to you. All these hinges just makes it a chore posing these wings sometimes, so be mindful of them and be mindful of these little pieces that easily, I don't think they will easily break, but they tend to be very small and hold heavy things. Well, you get the picture. Now for comparison, I'll bring back Astrotrain. And this time around, Astrotrain looks a bit smaller. Beside his counterpart, his Decepticon friend, or whatever they would call him. I don't know. They both look very good. But still, I mean, this bot is just outstanding. And I forgot to show you this. You can swap the head out, or rather the face, for this silvery one instead of that blue one. But I'm going to keep the blue on, and it's such a hassle. I won't do it. It doesn't look like it should be that hassly, but it is. trust me. But you just get your fingernail under there, push this out, and push the other one in, if you want that face. But this is more toy, I think, accurate. Now for my conclusion. I really like this bot. I do. There is quality plastic in him. He's sturdy. He has great articulation. He's fun to transform for the most part. Some parts of the transformation drives me utterly bananas. So if that wasn't there, he would get a bit higher score, I think. The sad part that this little piece of doesn't really stay on, and I've measured the tabs on them. They are the same as on the other one, so I don't know really why, but maybe he is too big, or his head is too big, or I don't know. So that is a shame. But do I still like him very much? You can bet your sweet pippy. Fans Hobby always deliver good things. I've only seen one robot that wasn't up to par, but otherwise they are just outstanding. And this is no exception. So for a masterpiece score, he gets a 9. So it's a strong recommendation from me. If you can still get a hold of him, and you don't have him already, of course, get a hold of him because he is worth it. So worth it. But I guess that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care.